Today I realized I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks. The last one I made was on grief after my pug Max. I had to put him down after 15 years. Uh, anyway, I realized still hurts, but feel a little better now. So here's a topic that's been on my mind, and I thought, what a better day than to make a video than on my birthday, which happens to be today. Recently, somebody asked me a question that stopped me in my tracks, literally. And this person asked me, what have you gotten right in your life? And I was stunned for a couple of minutes or moments. Because, wow, do we really focus on that? We're still here, right? We're doing something right. We're still here. And so, anyway, then he asked me another question that was just as interesting. He said, what's a good story you can tell? So this was a number of months ago, and we had a terrific conversation. And I just wanted to put out there that there is a different way to look at our lives. And for whatever reasons, I do touch on it in my book a little bit, and Lean Into Your Light. There's a whole survival mechanism in the brain to focus on the negative things because your brain's here to keep you alive. But put a note on your phone or put a Post-it somewhere or send yourself an email or whatever it takes and ask yourself that question maybe once a day. Hey, what did I get right today? What's a good story I can tell about today? All of us seem to focus on our mistakes, our regrets, what's missing, what we didn't get right, what still needs fixing. But what if we pause? Like, what will happen when we pause and say, I did a really good job on that. I handled that really well. I feel successful in that, whatever that was. Maybe you've had some really hard times in your life and you not just survived them, you're thriving to a certain extent. Maybe you raised some really good little humans. Maybe you're a really good dog mom, right? I've got two human kids and 2 dogs. I'm looking at the other one. She's over there, and a couple of cats, and they're roaming around somewhere. Maybe, and I really hope this one, you have learned to trust yourself more and more and your decisions more and more every day, right? We all make mistakes, but every time we make a mistake, if you want to call it that, right, it points us in another direction. It points us in a better direction for us. Maybe you walked away from something or someone or a relationship that was truly unhealthy, toxic even, abusive. I mean, I hope not, but if you were in an abusive relationship, I hope you get out of it, right? And all of that really matters. I'm checking my notes because I want to make sure I cover everything. So I believe awareness is a big part of our change, but it's also asking ourselves different questions. I don't want to say the right questions, but I'm going to say different questions, perhaps better questions. So we already talked about this one. What have you gotten right in your life? What challenge in your life did you survive that once felt impossible? This is a big one. Where have you grown emotionally in the last few years? What part of yourself are you finally learning to accept? And maybe some of these questions don't resonate with you. Skip it. Don't worry about it, right? This totally is aligned with me in my book. When do you feel like your most authentic self? What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with? Things like that. What do people consistently thank you for or come to you for, right? We all have it. We all have these gifts to give to other people of, let's say, introspection, advice, experience, right? And don't discount that, right? We all have it and they're all different, okay? What's a story from your life that makes you smile? Well, here's one. What experience taught you something important about yourself? It's not one experience. It's like a lifetime of experiences. And, I'll just throw one more out there. What story do you tell that reminds you of how far you've come? A better way to say that is, what's a story you can tell? You don't have to tell the story to anybody else, right? It's the story you're telling yourself. So what I'd like to put out there today on this day, on my 61st trip around the sun, is maybe it's time to start recognizing yourself, all of us, recognizing ourselves for how far we've come, the strengths that we have, right? Focusing on those. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our blind spots, blah, blah, blah. Let that go in the rearview mirror and just keep looking forward. And, all these questions will bring awareness. And when we are aware of something, we can change it, number one, or we can acknowledge it. So what my request for you today, tomorrow, this week, moving forward, is once a day, say, what did I get right today? What did I do really well? What do I feel really proud of? At least that question. Okay. All right. Thanks for stopping by.